quick question. If anger was an issue, what would address it? And it says that black merit proof for the vaccines. Now, what I was thinking more or less was creating these, getting whoever could get one of them cards, them what's the name cards, they can sell them on the black market for $15 a card. I mean, that's to just jump the line as far as the vaccine is concerned. What else? Writing plans. I mean, leaving me with the $1.95 an hour kind of made me want to just say, nah, man. But then I said to myself, been doing it for free this long. Why stop now? Work. Now, my plan was to establish the corona line, the virus line, something similar between those lines, where people can actually call in about either symptoms, signs. We can establish where they need to go, which set them up nicely and lovely, man. But like I said before, someone just doesn't believe in the moon catastrophe. I'm sorry, not moon catastrophe. It's a monopoly. Yeah, that's a good way to put that with monopoly. Now, basically these Corona savers, what was that? You can name it whatever you want to name it. But the idea itself can bring in revenue for individuals willing to work that type of shift. And the hours can be unlimited because it would be a hotline service, it'd be a LLC, it'd be everything that needs to establish itself under the grounds of COVID, Corona-19 variants, all of that type of stuff. It's like the network within the network. Now you can establish yourself and invest in the CDC, but under my eyes it'll be a monopoly. And secondly, Joe, I hear that you got one of them planes ticking, man. I know the feeling of having something ticking. I just figured get creative and come up with this network all around every country, which is the Monopoly Network, where people can call in about their symptoms, sinuses, whatever having to do with or seeming to deal with COVID-19. And as far as those with the merit badge saying that they fully vaccinated after one shot, like I said, the counterpart on the black market, Joe, people are selling a black market of those passes at $15 $15 per pass, man. That's why I said you using things that just it's not making too much sense, man. You gotta make sense. You gotta do this in a full blown, how you say it, business mind. Oh yeah, I forgot you either when they came up with all of that and everything. And like I said, I don't mind it. Like I said, it's just something. Read the full transcript of Biden's Afghanistan speech. Listen, man, I don't want to look, man. That's a whole other country. You pulling out the troops, pull out the troops. Bring them back home so they can establish this monopoly for me, man. I could use them in a customer service approach, man. It'd be beautiful. These networks popping up, it'd be almost as big as Google or something similar to that nature. Because not only will you establish the help that people need, they don't even have to come to you in person. you can already set them up. Now, like I said, I don't know if you want to go full blown on with this monopoly network of work that I'm putting out there. But it seems as if you have periodically no choice, because I told you not to necessarily do certain things, but you did it anyway. But who's crying over spilled milk? Gotta clean that up. I gotta clean that up, man. So I look further into details of what's your next move. I just hope that it's the best one, and hopefully you can get established this monopoly of like I said, CDC, HHS, whatever we need to get involved inside of this thing, because you want to make money. You want to, how you say, tax it. You want to re-revenue it, but people have to feel like they're doing something to do that. Otherwise, you can wait and cut the next stimulus, man. So I tell you, you wait. It'll be September, mid-September, sometime around that time. Name tropical system line up on the queue. But listen, man, like I said, I'm trying to get you to something establishable and safe. Joe is trying to get you back to normal. I don't even think they say that, but they say Joe is not acting real normal lately. You don't know whether he want to do something or not. I think he's too focused on himself, man. But it happens to that position of power, man. You gotta come back down. Come back down to earth as the nigga credit president, man. I realize I'm only making $1.95 an hour. Got a lot of work to do. First ever water cut declared for Colorado River. Listen, man, there doesn't have to be a cut in anything other than your prices. Joe, the gas prices, what happened, man? If I could get it $100 a barrel, why do you want to jump the price? I realize that you may not have patience, but you seem to have patience for the presidency. You waited 40 years. You accomplished it. Now, can we accomplish some of the niggercratic legislations? Some of them HR joints that's been flying off. And another thing, too, since you seem to be opening up public things, man, why don't you open up a lot of other public situations, man? It's kind of mind-boggling. Why not? I mean, all things considered, people should be available to reach out to whatever they need to reach out to if you're gonna open up, public establishments, because they will be able to reach out to you. But like I said, that's just a school. That's for educational purposes mainly. I'm looking for the, how do you say it? Purposes of law. Under that degree, PG and E. That rhyme, by the way. Planned power shut off as Dixie Fire rages in Northern California. Listen, man, that's part of that, how you said, not having the barriers. Like, what I'm trying to say is, if you build a big enough building to cover up the Hollywood sign, you might be able to save a lot more trees. Because then there'll be more shade looking from a presidential view, man. You gotta see things in the widest, in the widest scopes, man. It's beautiful. And like I said, I'm looking at this as a retaliation towards me when you want to decrease me to a below poverty, limitable wages, man. Michigan sheriff refuses to name suspect in duty slaying. Listen, man, when it comes to that, I'm trying to establish more ways and opportunities for anyone willing to help in this pandemic. And salute to the frontline workers still doing it and still on the grind, man. Saving lives. That's how I kind of thought to myself, no choice but to be the president now. Robert Durst, he found Berman's body, wrote cadaver note. Listen, man, in the minds of humans, they want to do some illegitimate things, man. But I have power in historical law facts. Aid triggers the quake, ravaged Hades as death excels to over 1,500. Listen, man. When it comes to it, if I was doing what I need to do over there, Haiti would have a whole new everything because of the tornadoes and the establishments, and you know that it's going to shake. Listen, man, you have to make a material for that area that's going to sustain storms. You have to storm-proof Haiti if you want to keep it. And I'm trying to figure out why hasn't that taken place yet. What is the hold up? I don't think nobody want to go get this work, man. I don't think so. I just don't think so. Because I said to myself, at this point in time, how did I become the Democratic president? It's beautiful. Catholic Cathedral, who criticized vaccine, hospitalized for COVID, breathes with ventilator. Listen, man, I don't want to criticize any help that's out there. All I'm saying is you have a right to your own body at your own time. And from the looks of things, this disease can make you delusional. And forget your mind, your body, and your soul. From the looks of things, like I said, how you end up in the hospital can't breathe. You didn't know that you wasn't going to be able to breathe. Chicago weekend shooting leaves 52 wounded, 9 dead, including 7-year-old girl gunned down. Like I said, stay at home, social distance. I don't know who's doing the killings or who's staging killings. Because after that incident, of them saying something about left foot and light foot and how she's, and I said, man, in the pandemic, everyone is doing their best. 16-year-old South Carolina student dies from COVID-19. That's another thing too. With all these schools open up, what is supposed to happen when them kids get sick, or if they get sick? God forbid. But Joe wants to get back to normal. I said remote learn, social distance, wear masks. But this new variant got me itching, man. Got me itching. Easy Money, NBC News says, how international scam artists pull off. Like I said, them COVID merit badges, like I said, they selling them things $15 on the black market. Them COVID passes, man. Sad, man. Who can you trust? The person say got the pass, spread the thing all over the place. As I said, I cannot trust a piece of paper that's gonna establish it unless it's stamped. And you gotta have a specific seal for that. It gotta be like a laminated stamp or something, like $1. But there I go again with more work that's established. Look at this stuff here, man. And like I said, you can put that in, you can add that to the monopoly, the monopoly strategy there. You can stamp the merit that it's only your stamp. That way you know it's official, like Jordan. Even news updates. Afghanistan news is Taliban forces with cabal. Oh man, like I said, Biden has his administrative plans towards Islamic freedom, and from the looks of things, Joe Biden doesn't really want freedom after the busing incident and other situations where if you ain't black, if you don't vote Democrat, got a lot of little snickers and sneers there, Sloppy Joe. Now, your next move has got to be something for the people. And it has to be for your U.S. citizens because they are suffering. With that being said, peace. I gotta go.